Friends, in my last two classes, I had asked you some questions and I would like to answer them now. The first question was to find a word in which you can see all the vowel letters. The answer is the word education. In this very common word, you find all the 5 vowel letters A, E, I, O, U. My second question was rather a funny question. Look at the question. The first of first is first. If I elaborate it, you can say the first letter of the word first is the first letter, that is F. Second and third are not. Not means 0. 2 zeros. The first of last is last. The first letter of the word last is the last letter. So you get F00L. In other words, FOOL. The answer is fool. Now, I would like to begin our next topic in grammar, that is the detailed study of the form class and function class words. First, I would like to say something about the nouns in English. What is a noun? The traditional grammarians have defined it as the name of a person, place, or thing. So, Mumbai is a noun because it is the name of a place. Johnson is a noun because it is the name of a person. Book is a noun because it is the name of a thing. So, it denotes the name of a person, place, or thing. By thing, they mean both the concrete objects and the abstract ideas. Now, what is a concrete object? Something that we can see and touch. The book is a concrete object. The table is a concrete object. Something that can be seen or touched is called a concrete object. There are certain things which we cannot see or touch. We can only think about such things. They are called abstract ideas. For example, the famous line of John Keats, beauty is truth, truth beauty. Here beauty and truth are abstract ideas because we cannot see or touch them. We can see a person who is beautiful. We can see an example for truth, but we cannot see the phenomena beauty and truth. And also sincerity. You can see a person who is sincere, but you cannot see the phenomenon called sincerity. All such things are abstract ideas. So if a noun denotes an abstract idea, you call it an abstract noun. The nouns are mainly classified as abstract nouns and concrete nouns. If it is a concrete object, you can call it a concrete noun. Book is a concrete noun, something that we can see and touch. And these concrete nouns are again classified into different types. One is called proper nouns. A proper noun is the name of a particular person, place, or thing. For example, Johnson is a good doctor. Johnson is the name of a particular person, therefore a proper noun. Second one, Mumbai is a big city. Mumbai is the name of a particular place, therefore a proper noun. Himalayas, that is the name of a thing, therefore you can say it is a proper noun. All these proper nouns begin with a capital letter wherever it occurs in a sentence. I think it is clear. Proper nouns. The second one is a common noun. What is a common noun? A common noun is the name given in common to a class of persons, places, or things. A name in common, that is common noun. For example, teacher, student, boy, etc. are examples for common nouns. Then sometimes a proper noun can be used in the sense of a common noun. That is done for the sake of emphasis. For example, you can say, instead of saying he was the wisest man of his age, we may say he was the Aristotle of his age, or he is the Shakespeare of modern times. In such cases, you have to use the definite article the before them. It is used for better emphasis. Now the third type, next type is collective noun. That is the name given to a group of persons, places, or things. They belong to a particular group. Name given to a particular group. For example, a crowd of people. Crowd is a collective noun there. A team of players. Team is a collective noun. A flock of sheep. Flock is a collective noun. Then a herd of cattle. H-E-R-D, herd of cattle. All these are collective nouns. The collective nouns are usually singular and they will be followed by a singular verb. But sometimes a collective noun can be used as plural if the reference is to the individual members of the group. For example, you can say the jury were unable to agree on the point, or the committee are divided in their opinions. You can also say the committee is in favor of the proposal. The jury is in favor of the proposal, etc. They are usually used as singular, but sometimes they are used as plural if the reference is to the individual members. There are certain collective nouns which are used only in the plural form. For example, the word people. People is a collective noun, but it can be used only as a plural noun. Similarly, cattle, gentry, etc. they are used only as plural forms. So that much about the collective nouns. Then material nouns, the name of the material out of which something is made. For example, you can say it is made of wood. Wood is a material noun. The ornament is made of gold. Here, gold is a material noun. Now, we have to understand something about the countable and uncountable nouns. Some people say count noun and non-count nouns. If you can count the number of things referred to, you can call it a count noun. For example, book. You can count the number of books and say there are 100 books here. And there are certain things which you cannot count. They are called uncountable nouns. For example, water, sugar, etc. are uncountable nouns. This is an important area of grammar where we commit mistakes. So I require one more class to discuss the countable and uncountable nouns here. So before I conclude, I would like to introduce some two more phonetic symbols. We have already studied some four symbols, four sounds. Which are the four sounds? E, I, A, and A. Four symbols we have studied. Now we can study the next one, that is A. A. How do you write it? Just write the small letter A as it appears in print. Then put dots to indicate that it is a long vowel. Ah. Now think of words beginning with A sound. Okay, art, A-R-T, art, A-R-M, arm, A-N-S-W-E-R. It is not answer but answer. Answer. Then artist, art. All these words begin with this sound A. There are many more words that you know beginning with A sound. It occurs in all the three positions, initially, medially, and finally in words. Now find out a few words in which it occurs in the medial position. For example, smart, chart, fast, hard, etc. Now in the final position, STAR, star. The letter R is silent when it occurs at the end of a word. So you say star, far, F-A-R, far, J-A-R, jar, S-T-A-R, star, and so on. So this sound occurs in all the three positions, initially, medially, and finally in words. Now next one is the sound O. How it is written, you just look at the board and find out. It is rather difficult to explain it. The sound is O. This sound occurs only initially and medially. Now look at a few words where it occurs in the initial position. Ox, ox, orang, orange, oftn, often. Some people pronounce the word as often. Next one, olive, odd, old, and so on. Now look at the words where it occurs in the medial position. Box, box, fox, fox, pot, pot, soft, soft, positive, positive, and so on. So remember, this sound also occurs only initially and medially in words. It never comes in the final position. So we have studied some 6 symbols which represent the 6 monophthongs in English. Which are they? E, I, A, and O. O. We can continue our study of symbols in the next class. But before I conclude, I would like to ask you a funny question. Listen to me carefully. My head is my tail. My tail is my head. You are in the middle. What am I? My head is my tail. My tail is my head. You are in the middle. What am I? Please try to find out the answer and let me know it before we meet again. Thank you.